rookies are already making huge contributions, Grant.
And it's so much fun to see these young players. 2 or 3 stars eating up your salary cap. You need the guys on rookie contracts to perform, and they are.
Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. Here's Jay, and Edwards slams it in.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards. And
Halliburton outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Jay, defended by Halliburton. From deep. The rebound by Turner. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Nembhard, covered by Towns. Halliburton outside. And Andre Drummond is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton with the ball. To the left wing. Takes a 3. Nembhard, good.
a clean pass that time from Halliburton to a wide-open teammate. Just smart ball movement there.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Turner. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Halliburton misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Jay. It's stolen by Halliburton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Halliburton has lots of skills you love to see from a young guard. Boy, I tell you what, he's got a bright future. Love watching this young man play.
The ideal guard in today's NBA, Tyrese Halliburton, has length at 6'5". Now, he can run the offense, plus Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
And both free throws good for Halliburton. And with Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything. And that puts them just 1 foul.
And Indiana looking at who they've got. Kyle Kuzma out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. Offensive rebound, Pacers. Turner passes to Halliburton. Here's Mathurin. Clock at 6. Connects from downtown.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Here's Jay. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown? He has 6.
Terrific placement on the bounce pass, right where it needed to be.
Pass to Nembhard. Here's Mathurin. Halliburton on the wing. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Halliburton's got 6 points.
He's such a creative scorer in close. Tyrese Halliburton only needs a sliver of space to make you pay.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Pass to Nembhard. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Using all by Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, Jay in the last matchup against the Thunder really lit up the floor. He ended up with 21 points and really helped stretch the floor, opening up those driving lanes. A superstar performance, which has become the norm for him. Back to you.
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
And, you know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
He hits the second from the line. In addition to affecting the game at both ends, Mathurin has already proven to be a tremendous leader.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. He's a high intangibles guy, a hard worker, really leads by example, and he's clutch. He elevates his play in big-time situations.
And they get it back. Pass to Jay. There's the three. Sinks the tray. 12 points for him.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Haliburton. He's off on that one. Nice D from Reed.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Reed. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Moore's checked in for McDaniels. And Joe's subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Here's Jay, coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Puts up a three. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after one.
So he'll take 2 free throws. Hey, every team wants a guy who can block shots, and they certainly want a guy who can hit threes. Miles Turner does both, Grant.
Yes, he does, B.A. Miles has led the league in blocks multiple times. He also shot it well from the three-point range. He's just a unique skill set. It's really hard to find guys like Turner.
Knocks down the first one, and in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
And it's Jay missing. The Pacers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Fires from the wing. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Minnesota's gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. 50 seconds left in the first half of this one. And it's Miles Turner with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Duarte comes in for Haliburton. Here's Jay. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Here's Jay. He's got 15. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
That'll do it for the first half. Timberwolves ahead.
The Pacers. And your Timberwolves, you stand save. Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. The Timberwolves shooting at about 44% so far. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Andre Drummond is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jay in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
2 shots.
And he drops the first.
Yeah, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it and does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Lets it go. And that one's good. Jay, 17 points in the game. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Kuzma for 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about him, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the free throw, no good.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Jay. From the arc. Buries it from 3. Give him 20.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of threes in the first half, now nails another.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Here's Jay. After the basket by Indiana. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, BA, has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Matherin. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Haliburton on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Turner. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Haliburton. He has 6. Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Towns. And Joe's subbed in for McDaniels. Hield passes to Smith. Here's Nembhard. Pass to Matherin.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Jay. 23 points in the game. There's a minute 47 left in the third. There's the triple. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pure from three-point range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Kept alive. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond.
How about that, Andre Drummond? No, you didn't just show me that kind of creativity in a 7-foot frame at about 1/3 of a ton.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's a little icing on the cake right there. Putting on a show while they enjoy a big second-half lead.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah.
On the court for the Pacers, we've got Kyle Kuzma. He's out there with Miles Turner, and it's Haliburton in at the 1. Well, Grant, we're seeing players extend their careers. Often diet plays a big role. How important was that in your day, and how important do you think that is now?
It's so important. The food you put into your body, the rest, the recovery, all of that plays a role in extending your career and having great longevity along the way. And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Shot clock at 5. Looking to get back on track. Sinks that one from the post.
Just excellent concentration there by Haliburton, not allowing the bump by the defense to throw him off his mark.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Here's Jay. And the 3 off target. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Kuzma, the pass to Haliburton. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Edwards. Here's Kuzma. Basket counts.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
Here's Jay. They get it again. Towns. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Facing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Knight's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, B.A., first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And, yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Edwards can't hit. The Pacers have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Haliburton outside. Pass to Turner.
2 minutes.
Here's Mathurin.
2 minutes.
Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Smith. No good off the back of the rim. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Here's Jay. The rebound by Nesmith.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and was maybe a step out of his range.
No debate there.
Substitution on the court.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Mathurin. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can.
Nathan Knight, first personal foul. Third team foul.
And he makes a first. So Indiana going with an almost entire new group here. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
From deep. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Waiters. Tries a 10-footer. The rebound by Bamba. Here's Jay. This one for 3. No good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you later.
Board members.
Ballin'. Yeah. Ballin' like LeBron, son. Tallest, star nine. Homie. Got features like Riri. And it's water on my wrist. Like Fiji. I'm